Hi, okay, we are on problem 10. Well, not 10. It's problem 9. Haha. Is this recording? Good, it's recording now. Okay. Yeah, problem 10. Problem 10 wants us to find the longest common prefix. Um, I'm just gonna call it longest prefix as the video title. And what's the longest? Wait, did I write problem 10? Sorry. Ha! It's problem 9. Yeah, as you could already gauge from my uh, level of attention, it is very late at night and I'm recording because I want to finish and have enough time to redo the other question. So let's see. What was I? Oh yeah. Okay, problem 9 is longest prefix. It's asking us to, okay, given an array of n strings, find the longest common prefix among all strings present in the array. Okay, so let's have an array. Let's say array equals n. And then in this array, we have the word, these are strings. I didn't put the quotes around them, but whatever. Flight, flow, and flower. And this, yes, this is the example I saw most places. I mentioned that these are just their own strings. They're all their own strings, but I'm gonna just, yes. And the oh, there was an input given. Sorry, I just noticed that. Okay, or let's say n is oh, I've seen this example too. Apple um a ape and April. Let me write this less terribly. Okay, and the output, so like the output for this guy would be FL, and the output for this example would be AP, because prefix is I don't actually know the definition of prefix. It's like but I mean, sorry, it's the longest common prefix, so these are the ones that are common to each word. So flow and flower are similar because they both have F FLOW. However, flight, the first word in the string is not, but there's the only thing that is in common is FL. So because of that, FL is the correct common prefix or longest common prefix between all three words. And in this example, you can also see it's the same thing. So, well, first of all, ape isn't very long of a word, and that's kind of important to know later because we'll need to use that. But yeah, so like if ape is like only three words and the rest of the words are longer, really the best we're gonna do is an output of APE3. So, and that's the best we could do. So obviously, if we go through, we see Apple is the common whatever. AP would be the commonality of all three strings in this array. So these would be the prefixes, the longest common prefix. Common. I'm so tired. My eyes are barely opening. Oh my god. What was I doing? So in arrays find the longest common prefix of all strings. Okay. So I kind of explained what prefix is. And I think time complexity wise, before I forget to discuss it, because I always usually do. I believe that, well, there's different ways of doing it, but I think, um, uh, where's that stupid, oops, oops, sorry. I've lost control of my, uh, tablet pen. Um, so I believe the way I am going to do it is the, time complexity is similar to our last problem, which is m. It's actually the same as our last problem because m uh would be um like the how big our array is, array size. Oh no, n would be our array size. My bad. So n would be our array size. Array size, and then m is like the our whatever the shortest word is, which is, like I said, is ape in the second example. Like, if it's the shortest word, shortest ape. Oh my god! So I'm not right. I'm not really here right now. I'm very tired. Shortest ape. But what was I saying? Oh my god, I forgot. Shortest array size. Yeah, I'm gonna make so many mistakes. I'm so tired. Wow, don't do algorithms so late at night. It just doesn't work. Your brain just doesn't work. I'm really hoping no one watches this video. But yes, I got the comments. I'm trying to apply all the comments I got to explain the results better and explain the code better. But I've already recorded like basically problem 1 to 7. So 1 to 7, I didn't think to record it better, but I'm gonna start recording it better from now on, from problem 8 on. So but I'm still gonna drone on and on because that's how I am as a person. uh, what was I doing? Yeah, so shortest word array size. So it's yeah, the worst time complexity is it really depends on, I guess, the array size, and yeah, the shortest word, which I'm like, that's not so bad because like ape is like 3 characters. Like, how many words in the English dictionary, like string wise, is there? Like, there's some long words, but they're not very common. A lot of words just land in like the 5 characters, or you know. So like, yeah, okay, that's good. And also, I have another shortcut trick for this that I read about, and I was like, that's so clever. I'm gonna use it. um, yeah. So what was I doing? And space complexity. So we're not doing anything but 2 for loops, or 1 for loop and 1 while loop. It's very similar to the last problem. So space complexity is constant time. I mean, yeah, constant. So yeah, and then we're going to code it out if we can. I feel like I forgot to explain something. I'm trying to think, what did I not explain? Um, I'll figure it out. I'll think of it maybe later when I'm not so tired. Okay, define. Now we're gonna write define uh longest common prefix. I feel like I should really start coming up with shorter function names. This is a little embarrassing. But we're gonna have an input of n, and I feel like, wow, this is already so bad of writing, but I don't want to change it because it takes so long. Okay, so I see everyone else do it, but like, if um we're gonna need like a what's it called? Like a empty, like we're gonna need to return the string. So we're gonna need to initiate or create a variable called longest common prefix, which is kind of confusing because the function names, whatever, the same. But yeah, this is basically like it's just an empty string currently until we get the answer, and then we're just gonna return longest common prefix, which is LCP, you see here. Um this is a place where I could put it after we get the if we get a match as we loop through. So um n if n is if n is equal to the wait how did I screw this up already? Yeah, I mixed the two, sorry, because there's two conditions. Let me write this correctly. If n is none, which in Python is totally a thing you can do. Or, which is also a Python thing, which is just write or and then whatever, if either condition, one of the conditions is met, it doesn't even run the other one. So if n is none, or the length of n is 0, which I mean, like, that means it's none. So wow, that's so small. I need to write bigger. If n is none or length of n is not equal to 0, then we just return LCP, which is just the empty string. So we'll get that this base condition taken care of, and then we're gonna get into the actual code. So like I said, we're going to find, so if I could, I would be like, okay, let me find the shortest word, and then we'll use that word, the shortest word, as the starting whatever. But it doesn't actually matter in the end now that I think about it, because you're gonna find the shortest word as you loop through, and then it will just break if it runs out of letters. So I don't need to. I just need to find an arbitrary point, an arbitrary word out of the array to pick to determine where to start, and just for sanity's sake, we're gonna start with the first word, of course, in the array, which starts at index 0. So we're gonna go with we're going to us create, well, I was told this, but if you create a variable for something, it runs faster because they don't have to run it every single time. So the variable makes it sometimes some things run a little bit faster. I don't know why I heard this. I think it was the last problem. I just remember reading about that. I was like, oh, interesting. So if you assign something into a variable, instead of just writing it in line in the code, it runs a little tiny bit faster. So that's why I think, I mean, perhaps finding the the shortest word in the array first would be beneficial. So let's just, yeah. So let's do shortest word. Equal, we still have to create an arbitrary point, and then we'll just, oops. And then I keep wanting to write string instead of n because I see it as string myself. So we're going to take the first what's it called? Word, first string in the array, which is at index 0. If you could tell, that's a 0. And we're gonna assign it to shortest word. It is not the shortest word. We don't know what the how whatever it is. We have to do we have to use the min function on it. So here's one for I in range, and then we already have one, so up in 0, so we're gonna start in index 1 until the length of n. So this is gonna run from the start. I mean, the start I'm after, because we already have 0 taken care of, so I'm gonna start from index 1 instead until the end of the string. And then we're going to, and it's, I don't know if it's kind of a cheat or what, but we're just gonna go, oh, shortest word equals min function, just a built-in thing, of the shortest word, or whatever length of n is as we've iterated through. So all this does is finds the Find the shortest word. Find shortest word. A word in N. I cannot tell what I wrote. I'm just gonna. Oh my god. Shortest word in array. So that's what that does, and is helpful because if you have a word that's like 2 letters long, like N, and that's all you're gonna get, you could save a lot of time. And I feel like there's a lot more small, short words and short, medium words in the English dictionary. I don't know how this would apply in real life, but I'm just guessing that's what I would do. I don't know. It's just my other idea without using any advanced data structures I never seen or used before, um, was simply just um, was it use just iterating through the array without trying to find the shortest word first. We just iterate through, and the moment that we like run out of the the characters to run in any of the words, then we just break. So I think that would be even better. Um, yeah, but yeah, this is to prove a point that we could find the shortest word first, and it will save a lot of processing time if we just compare the shortest word to find what's the max in the shortest word. Hopefully I'm explaining this right. I don't hear myself talk very often, so um anyways. So now we are going to now this is the meat of it is we're actually going to create a for loop for I in range to find. So this is we're only, which it's cool because we're only going through the word that is the shortest word, which is much quicker of a loop than going having to go through every single one. Um, so we're just gonna start at the first. So this character is like the literal actual letters. Oh, I just heard my baby. Ooh, I hope she doesn't wake up. Cause that would suck. Sorry, the fear took over, and I forgot what I was doing for a second. For I in range of, okay, so yeah, we're going to now we have the shortest word. We're going to iterate through the shortest word letter by letter, and yes, okay, get the current character. Um, yes, of the first string. So we're going character by character, not letter by character by character. And then we're gonna go assign current to n position 0, index 0 at the character as a first character. Current, yes. And then we're gonna check if the for J for J in range starting at 0. So we're going to look at the characters length of n. We're going to look at all the other arrays one by one. Within the, I mean, it's not going to be very long. I know you're looking at like seeing 2 loops, but it's not going to be very long because it's the shortest word. Oops, that was not the eraser. It's the shortest word, so it's not that bad in terms of runtime, I think. Because we did the bulk of the work here. So for J in range from the first character to the end of the to the end of the array, to the first, yeah. to end of array if yeah, now we're just going to so I'm trying to remember. Did I do an if statement here? Like if yes I do. Okay. So like if the j so at I is not equal to current, which is assigned up there, then we return the answer. And if we don't, then we make current the new as we loop, so the new longest common prefix, and out of this then we are going to return a longest common prefix. Okay, so yeah, let me explain this. Also, the writing's terrible. So for j in the range of the rest of the array, for oh my god, I forgot. Let me go back. Okay, so for I in the range of the shortest word, so we're going by character, and then we're assigning the first character, or actually, no, just assigning as we go on. We're gonna scan through the first, and I'm getting my actual terms mixed up. We're going through the first string, and then looping through the characters, and then that's what for j in range of whatever in the length is for, because we're comparing the two. Because now we could take the characters in each string. I mean, not in each string, in the first string, and compare it with the rest of the strings. And this is what if this is what the J is for. This is the guy that's kind of like bringing the rest of the words to our shortest word, and then we're comparing it. So if n and if right, so we're going with the string, and then we're going with the letters. That's what j and I is. So we're basically saying if the rest of the string and character at that point is not equal to current, which is what we have basically said is the first string, whichever letter it is exactly as it's going through, then we're just going to return right then and there. If it's not equal, but if it is, then we are going to add it to our longest common prefix. And then we start the loop over and we keep going until we basically could exit out of this entire for loop. Like you see, this is the same indentation, supposed to be, except my writing's horrible. So yeah, so yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I don't know how I explain because I can't seem to remember what I said like 20 seconds ago. So yeah, but basically, so if we don't see anything at all equal to the rest of the string to the first string, then we just break out. If we do, then we add it on to the longest common prefix, and that roll on until we're able to either finish everything, and then we're gonna get the return anyways, or we're going to break out of this for loop, and yeah, we're gonna end up returning. Either way, we're gonna end up returning. What am I talking about? So yeah, that's basically how the code works. I broke it down to 3 things. So Yeah, so if I broke it down to three things, the first thing is find the shortest word, and then just taking each whatever of the shortest each character of the shortest word and comparing the rest, and then adding on to it. And the moment it stops or the moment it breaks, it doesn't have anything um in common, then we just return whatever we have. Um, and yeah, so we're not asking for a number, we're actually looking for the output. So that's why the empty string up here, LCP is initiated. So yeah, that's it. That's the explanation. I'm tired. Hopefully that makes sense. Ba, 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 ba. I think anything else I have to mention? I've mentioned the blah, blah, blah already. Time, space, and da, da, da. I didn't think this was simple, but it was fun to do. Um, mm, yeah. I still question what is if there's a big runtime difference between finding shortest word first or just letting the loops do it their own thing. But I feel like this is also neater and easier to read. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, bye. See you at problem 10, and then we'll be done. I really need a break. Bye bye.